Samaya. I'm on 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 Samaya.
Welcome back, guys. It's Samayaiman, and this is Samaya's Brew, Chai Talks. Today we have a very special guest, one of my good friends, very fashionable, fashionista, actress, funny, gorgeous, beautiful, Aisha. Say hi, Aisha.
Hi, my name is Aisha. So good to be here.
Drop the full gov. What's the last name?
Oh, full gov. Okay, my name is Aisha Wuraokorede, and that's my name.
Sounds like so regal. I love that. Y'all, Aisha takes care of me. She bought me some matcha today. So I put it in this cute
because it was Samaya's brew, but like I didn't want to get coffee, so I got matcha.
We got some matcha. She already finished hers. That's okay though.
Yeah, it was good.
She's got her awala. Very cute. It's giving lavender lemonade. All right. So, are you ready to get into the questions today?
I'm so ready to get into the questions today.
Period. Let's do it. Let's see.
Let me see if I remember. I can also improvise.
Basically,
I was trained to do that.
All right. I'm gonna kind of popcorn around to different questions and topics and stuff.
Period.
All right. Let's see. First, we will start off with. Thank you so much. I want to start off with fashion because it's like lighthearted, and I introduced you as Miss Fashionista, and I mean, come on, look at the outfit.
You're so sweet.
So tell us, where's like your favorite places to shop?
Oh, it's hard. I'm from Chicago, so I feel like I just love going to like a lot of vintage shops, and I used to thrift a lot in high school with like friends, and so I feel like that's sort of where it started. I think coming to Boston, I've definitely sourced some like statement pieces, but it has been really hard because everyone in Boston is a fashion icon.
That is so true. That is so true.
Yeah. I would literally walk down the street and walk past someone and like
I'm like, damn, I should have worn something else.
Or like note their outfit in my head, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear that next week.
That's actually so real.
It's crazy. And so it is harder to shop here, but I have found one of my more statement pieces here.
What would you say is like one of your favorite statement pieces?
Oof, that's hard.
Okay, give me like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like one of your statement pieces that you wear often?
I feel like I'm really into like baby doll tops right now, and like sailor. So like almost like the puffy sleeves and the curved
a little
collar,
bit cottage core-ish.
A little cottage core-ish. I've always been cottage core. And I feel like I got to embrace my cottagecore self when I moved to Boston, because in Chicago, they sort of, it's not very big emphasis on cottagecore. It's very much
like streetwear.
Yeah, streetwear.
That's what Houston is too.
Yeah.
So I thought I was like dressing back home in Houston. You know what I mean? I come up here and I'm like, whoa!
I swear.
Like, what? Wait a minute.
I thought I knew.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear something comfortable because I can't keep up with y'all. I'm sorry.
I thought I knew all there was to know, and then you come here and they humble you real fucking quick.
And the thing is too, like, I'm somebody who likes the look of layers, but I don't like how they feel. So I'm quick to just like, instead of layering, throw on a tank top and jeans and call it a day. Like, I want to be dressed down to the T every day, but the wind is blowing, it's cold.
I know.
Like, my bag is heavy, my mascara is running.
Or it's raining out of nowhere, and now you're like drenched, and you're taking the tea home.
So I can't do that. All right. I feel like, well, we already talked about this. One of my favorite places to shop is H&M. We were walking down Newberry, and I'm like, oh, let's go to H&M. And Aisha goes, H&M. And I was like, no. Anyways, don't hate on H&M.
I was like, let's go to, where did I go?
Where was that shop called? Anthropology.
I was like,
I like Anthropology too, but
it's, I get you.
I didn't even end up buying anything from H&M, to be honest. But I also love to thrift too.
I got this cute top from Anthro. It's a see-through one.
Okay.
I just want to wear it in Europe this summer.
Period.
Honestly.
All right. So let's see. Would you prefer to dress up or down?
Honestly, in this city, up, because you never know who the fuck you're going to run into.
I'm not going to lie,
Oh, my God. I remember one time I was wearing this atrocious outfit. And mind you, I was going to the gym, so I was like, who cares? And I saw this fine-ass guy, and I looked bad. Like, it was bad.
Never.
And I saw him, and I've seen him before, and I was kind of like, and I was like, maybe if I just turn around slightly.
He talked to you?
No, he doesn't know who I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love to just
imagine he's like, hey, and you're like, hi.
I don't know that man from nowhere.
Okay, period. All right, I think I'm gonna go same. Like, of course I want to be comfortable, but true. Like, I'd rather, kind of be stunting.
You just never know.
They get caught lacking, I would say.
Be ready so you don't have to get ready.
Exactly. Stay ready.
Stay ready.
All right. What would you say is like some holy grail products for the summer specifically?
SPF.
Of course.
Everyone
what brand?
needs- Ooh.
Because as brown-skinned women, we need something that's not going to make our skin white.
That's true.
And ashy looking. So I actually need to know this. What sunscreen do you use?
So some of my favorite TikTokers recommended Sunbum.
Okay.
Do you know that?
I think I do. It's yellow, right?
It's like yellow and brown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Depending on like what level you get it on. I think Sunbum is really good.
Have you tried it?
I've tried it. I tried it last summer, but I will say that Neutrogena 70 SPF one is probably the best that I've tried. It holds for a really long time, and as a black melanin woman, it makes your skin glisten, and you know what I'm saying.
So what is it again? Neutrogena 70?
Neutrogena 70.
All right,
always get the 70.
I'm gonna try that because I do Neutrogena moisturizer with SPF too, so I might try that. All right, I think like I need some like body oil with some shimmer in it. I just bought some that's pink, but like I need something that's like it makes me look like I'm sunburned a little bit. So I need something that's like more goldish, you know.
I'm also looking for an oil that doesn't dry out too quickly.
Yeah,
the oil I'm using right now, it's starting to dry out too quickly, and I don't know.
Like baby oil works, of course, but I kind of want to try something like bougie. Like, I don't know.
And you deserve that.
Thank you. All right. Okay, let's see. We're gonna move on to a different topic a little bit.
Okay.
We're gonna go into self-confidence. Deep breath. I thought that was a bug. Okay. All right. Has anything challenged your self-confidence lately? And if so, how did you deal with it?
I'm laughing because she knows these things. Like, I talk to you.
I'm going to share something too. You don't have to get too specific.
Yeah.
And you don't have to share anything that you're not comfortable sharing.
Exactly. No, 100%. I'm just like, how do I be honest, but also like give good advice?
I'll share. You want me to go first?
Yes.
Actually, I decided something that I don't mind sharing. Oh my gosh, I haven't even talked about this. I only showed it to my mom and like Laura's friend. It was so embarrassing. So I was supposed to be in this like short film as like a background dancer. And I went to like most of the practices, but I was like kind of struggling this semester, so I didn't like go to all of them. I missed a few. But yeah, like went to the practices, was like doing my best practices, thought I had like the dance down, but I was like kind of nervous. You know what I mean? I hadn't really like danced in a like for a recording or anything like that. Like I dance, but mostly like do my own thing. Like, you know, like
I feel you. Yeah.
So that was kind of my first time doing something like that, and it came to like the day that we were supposed to film, and like we were there, we were practicing. It was kind of chaotic, like altogether, because whenever we would like meet for rehearsals, there was always somebody missing, or like always somebody late, or like we didn't have like a real dance room with like mirrors and stuff. So it was kind of like a little bit chaotic. But it came like to the day of the filming, and I just like got on stage and completely like deer in headlights. It was just like and they asked me to like they replaced me. This happened this semester, y'all. Yes.
So the day you guys were performing?
Yeah, it was like to shoot that day, you know? Yes. And like we got on stage, like we tried one time because they were gonna like do one single take. So I thought they were gonna do like multiple takes, but it was like one single take, and I just like could not do all the choreography all together. Like it was just too much. And they replaced me, and I bawled my eyes off so bad that day. Like it was bad. But I was like, yo, I gave my best. Like,
when was this?
This was this semester.
Like a couple months ago? Or?
Yes, like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that definitely, like, my self-confidence that day was, like, a little shaky. But I think, like, how I dealt with it, I knew that I gave it my best. So that's something that was, like, very important for me. Of course, like, I said I was, like, struggling this semester. Just, like, mentally, I'm graduating this semester. I'm a senior, so senioritis was kicking in. But yeah, I did my best. Like, I tried. Most people can't even say that they would get on stage to try that. And honestly, like, I literally went for a walk that day. I went shopping, and I was just like, it is what it is. Like, it was embarrassing, but...
Have you danced since then?
Yes, of course. I still do my freestyle dancing and stuff, and I would still do, like, dancing for a short film or a music video or whatever, but, like, I think under different conditions, definitely, and, like, with more practice and, like, a different state of mind. So I definitely learned some things that day. I reflected, but it was definitely, like, damn. Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
But
so how about you?
I was gonna say it's also inspiring to know that you overcame that, like a situation in which where people would run the other way. You were like, no.
But I'm like a performer at heart too, so I'm kind of used to like fucking up and being like, oh well,
right.
The show goes on. Life goes on. The show goes on.
Right.
It was embarrassing, but like nobody's thinking about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I get like nobody thought about that again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like good to get out of your head.
Yeah, 100%.
How about you?
I mean,
because you're a performer too. You're an actress. So,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes you mess up on stage. You have to keep going.
Yeah.
We can get into that if you want. We can go back to that question.
No, 100%.
Whatever
like,
you think.
I think something that has like tested my confidence as a person is like definitely my acting, and just like I think it's that because it's audition period. Audition season is rolling around, so which kind of means that all the actors right now are getting ready for auditions and getting ready for callbacks, which is like a second audition, which means that they liked your first audition, they really like you, and then they want to call you back and see if you fit this specific role or character. And I feel like sometimes I can test my confidence, and along with my other peers, like their confidence of like, oh, if I don't get a call back, does that mean that I'm not good enough? Am I doing a good job as an actress or as an actor? Will I make it far in this career? I just feel like a lot of the times when callback season rolls around, it really does test my confidence. Other than that, I'm fine.
How do you deal with that though? So like when you get rejected for, you know, an acting role or something, like what do you do to self-care? How do you like, what self-talk, like what's going on? Like,
well, it takes a village. Like you gotta call on your people.
You
gotta call on your people.
Around that time I was like, Aisha, can I come over?
Yeah, you were. And I was like, yeah, of course. I was like, what's going on? You gotta call on your people. I called on someone. I called my actual sister, but she was at work, and so I called on someone else who's like an actual sister to me, but we're not related biologically. And she was just talking with me, and honestly, she made me feel better. She was like, it is the school fucking play. Like, get over it. Yeah, very much like talking it out.
Yeah.
Like, she was very much giving me tough love. Perspective. And tough love, but like in a soothing way. And so I think like listening to her, and this woman is also an actress, and the person that I called on. And so I think just listening to what she had to say, knowing that she gets it because she's also been through it. And she was also like, I went through this, and this, and this, and I promise you it doesn't mean anything. So I think I was just kind of like, if she can go through this and overcome this, because she's also a successful actress right now, and I'm like, I will be fine. I will be okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think leaning back on your village and being like, my confidence is being tested right now.
What if you don't have a village? Yikes. What do you do then?
Hey,
I want to know. What I want to know is, aside from like the, you know, community, like what does Aisha do for Aisha besides that? Like, is it, you know, like, is it in your outfits and your makeup? Is it in the way you talk to yourself? Is it in the walks you go on? Yeah. Like, what is it? Like, you know? So is it reading? Like what?
I think that's so real. I think that really early on, I realized that acting could not be the only facet in which I wanted to succeed in. I needed to find other hobbies, other interests, other things that I love to pour myself into, because I think just having one thing can be very detrimental and you can get self-destructive. And so I feel like writing is that for me. I like started investing, you know, I started investing in my writing last year. I went to like the James Baldwin writing program, and I learned so much about myself and my writing. And so I think that when I think that when I'm just feeling sad, I really just like I crank out my laptop and I put it into my writing. I have an independent.
I'm a big writer too.
Yeah,
I get my iPad out, my little pencil, and I'm like, what color? Red. Period.
I swear, and just like it's crazy because I have an independent study this year, and I'm writing a manuscript right now. Okay. And so I was writing, and I'm going over it with my professor, and I'm realizing this story sounds so familiar, and I think unconsciously I was just writing about things that were happening in my life, and I'm just like, wow,
you draw from your experience, 100%. Like as a creative in general. 100%. Like you can't escape yourself in your art. Yeah. You just can't.
But also like drawing from my experience and then the experience of people around me. Like I was literally channeling my best friend that I met last year through this one acting program. And I was like, why does this character seem so familiar? And I was like, oh shit, this is Mia, like my friend. And I was just like, this is so cool that you just unconsciously do that. And so I think that that's been a way for me when I'm alone and in my thoughts to sort of pour my feelings onto something that's good.
I agree. I've been trying to figure out how to like deal with this like rage that I have sometimes, like this female rage that I'm like, where do I put this? You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna go curse anybody out like unwarranted, like
Even though you want to.
I want to, but like I'm not gonna go slap anybody.
Yeah.
I want to try rage rooms this summer.
Yeah.
I need to. I think like listening to some like heavier like Rico Nasty. I love listening to her music and like stomping just like down the street like in my little cute little outfit, like I like listening to like just like I don't know. Music like that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Music
like,
is such a big one. I was
music
just
is when I like scream, like you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Music is a big one. I think a lot of Doechii for me.
Okay.
Turn on some spooky coochie while you're going up the Stairmaster. No, I'm telling you, like that shit hits. Okay, oh my, and Nosebleed. Oh my god, Nosebleed has me like in the zone. Like I don't give a crap what anyone thinks right now.
So Gym Girly.
Yeah, Gym Girly.
What's like your
just
favorite?
Started.
And that's so real because only this year have I actually been consistently going, like since January. Because some people be like, okay, new year, new me, and they stop January. I can confidently say I've been going every week since January. So yeah, but also new, so I get that. Anyways, I forgot where I was going with this. Gym Girl. What's your favorite like
workout?
Yeah, workout. Machine. I don't know, whatever.
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I just forgot the name, but it's the one, it's for your ass, of course. But it's the one where you're like, it's like you're doing press ups with your hips and you have the bar on your, and I know the name, I'm just forgetting it right now, which is so annoying. But you,
hip thrust?
Hip thrust. Hip thrust is my favorite. Hip thrust. I feel like a bad bitch on hip thrust. Okay. Let me tell you.
And you do them weighted?
Oh, yeah, I do them weighted.
All right, I might try that because I haven't done hip thrust in a minute.
Yeah, I put like 15 pounds on each side, and then I'm just going. And I'm just, until I can't anymore.
I like to get on the treadmill and run. That also helps me, like, I play, like, that kind of Rico Nasty type music. Like,
oh, my God. You know what
sprint it out? Oh, I feel good after.
You know I've been playing on the treadmill from the Sinner soundtrack, Rocky Road to Dublin.
I don't think
It's the Irish one. The Irish jig, bitch. Let me tell you one thing.
I can't with you right now.
Let me tell you something. If I was in the fucking cabin and they were playing that Irish jig outside and they was trying to get in before and I said no and I see Jack O'Connell doing the Irish jig, I said, hold up now. Y'all ain't say all that now. Make what? I'd be in the field with them. And you would too.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Oh my God. I had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry. That shit hit. Rocky Road to Dublin on the fucking treadmill. Try it. Thank me later.
I gotta run it back because I don't remember that song. But all right.
I'll play for you after this.
Period. It took a little bit of a detour, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna move on to relationships, friendships, and like platonic, and whatever.
They low-key are the same.
They are the same. They're a little bit more complicated, like, the closer you get to somebody. But, all right, how have you navigated a one-sided friendship in the past?
Can you give me some context?
Sure. A one-sided friendship, like somebody's putting in more effort, like maybe like let's say you're putting in more effort, like you're asking to see them more than they ask to see you, or like maybe you just like support them more than they support you. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't feel like the friendship is equally balanced. Like, did you let go of the friendship? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced something like that? And if not, that's okay.
I think I have a lot. I think I experience it till this day. I mean, we're in our early 20s. Not all of us are the perfect friend. I'm not the perfect friend. And so I feel like some of us lack in some areas without even knowing it. But I think that communication is key. Like, you really just have to talk to the person about it. You can't expect that they know what you're thinking. They're not mind readers. We're all just human beings at the end of the day, just trying to, like, figure this shit out. And so I think that if you really, really care about the friendship, you would just be like, hey, I've been feeling a little neglected lately. I've been feeling like we're not hanging out as much, which is something that I still struggle with. And so if that's a struggle for anyone, I totally understand. But I will say from experience that communication,
that's the only way to fix it.
It's the only way to fix it.
Either you're gonna be uncomfortable because you didn't say anything, and you're gonna lose the friendship, or you're gonna be mildly uncomfortable for a little while because you brought it up and you talked about it.
And 9 times out of 10, they'll literally, be like, oh my God, I didn't know you felt this way. I am so sorry. I will try to get better. You know what I mean? Or they might not get better. And then okay, I tried. Yeah. I brought it up. This is just how this person is.
This person go.
Maybe it's time to let them go.
All right. So what are some deal breakers for you in any kind of in a friendship or relationship? Either whatever comes to mind.
Ooh. I think like for a relationship, like, should we just start throwing random words out there? Like ego.
Okay.
It's like, get over yourself. I don't know. Like,
pride.
Yeah, like pride. Yeah. And it's just like, be so fucking serious. Like, I don't know. And just like, also like, I get feeling proud of yourself because I'm a person that forgets to like, boost yourself up and remind yourself that you're that bitch. It's just, I think when you're doing it in a relationship, when you're in a relationship with someone, they're doing it every second of every day. It's just sort of like can we breathe?
Can we breathe?
Can we breathe? Can we sit in silence?
So you don't like somebody who's like self-centered?
Yes.
Okay, I get you.
I think that's that dog is so cute. I think, oh my God. So
I get you.
I think that's a great word for it, self-centered.
And like egotistical.
And I think for friendships, I've weighed back and forth with this. And it's like friends who don't have a backbone.
Like they don't have their own boundaries, like they don't speak up. Is that what you mean? A backbone.
And they don't speak up for you.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I just can't be friends with somebody who, number one, doesn't stand for anything, and also someone who doesn't stand like who don't have similar morals. Yeah. Yeah, I stand up for my friends. If I see something bad happening, I will,
Because what we gonna talk about? If we don't have the same moral, it's just, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like,
good.
Sorry, I just feel like, No, I just feel like if I'm in a friendship with you and I can't even, if you can't be my first call, like, oh, I know this person would back me up, or I know this person wouldn't talk shit about me when I'm not there.
That's a big one.
If I can't trust that, or if I have second feelings, it's sort of like a, and
if I cannot trust you with my feelings, with my, mostly my feelings, to be honest. Then that's just not gonna work.
I just feel like
anybody who crosses my boundaries, like, that ain't gonna work either.
Fuck it. And not just once, but twice. But
yeah, once is like, all right, let me tell him what's up. Twice is like, all right, bitch, what's up? Thrice is like, bitch, you're blocked.
Bitch, you're blocked. And it's crazy because a lot of people have actually said to me, it's so funny, I actually just posted this on my TikTok. A lot of people have actually said to me, like, oh, you cut people off, like, really quickly. Like, girls...
No, it's a build-up. Because I gave you chance, and time again.
And that's also...
I'm sick. I'm sick.
And that's also what I'm talking about, like... Yeah. But then I don't think it's a bad thing if you're someone that cuts people off quickly.
I don't think so either. It just depends on what it is.
It just depends on what
Sometimes
it is.
It's gotta be quick.
I think that we have to stop. We have to stop connecting that to like something negative. Like it's sometimes not a negative thing. Sometimes it's you just have standards for the people that you want to have in your life. Yeah. And I've say cursed and blessed. I've been cursed and blessed to have very high standards when it comes to friendships. And it's been really frustrating, especially coming to college, because you learn real fucking quick who does not have your back. It's sort of like it's really on you to be like, okay, do I want to keep this person in my life or do I not? Because also when I keep you in my life, it's like, I will go above and beyond for you.
Yep.
And I think it's just painful to keep going above and beyond for someone
who doesn't do it back.
Who wouldn't even go an inch for you. It's like, you're just hurting yourself at that point.
I hadn't been there.
And so I think that's like... Come back. Come back. Come back. No, I was resuscitating you.
Thank you. Fucking hurt my back on a tree stump.
Oh, damn.
It's okay. I'm fine.
But I think in terms of deal breakers, like, I think there's just so much more that I could go on and on.
Yeah, I could go on forever about a deal breaker,
but... do you want to talk about, like, your deal breakers in relationships?
Cheating. Obviously.
Duh. I didn't...
It's like
I had to say that.
Like what? That's whatever. That's obvious. What else? Talking down on me, like always. I don't do too much self-deprecating humor. I kind of stopped that in high school because I'm like, wait, low key, I'm hurting my own feelings. So I don't really do that too much. So if somebody else is like making little comments to like take me down, you know what I mean? Even if it's subtle, I'm like, after a while, I'm like,
you hate me.
You hate me.
You hate me.
I don't do
Let's
that.
unpack that.
I do not do that. No. And I pick it up very fast.
I'm thinking about my other deal breakers for relationships because I have so many. I literally just went up the whole
list. If your hygiene is bad, I don't do stinky, dirty.
Okay, I just decided.
You don't need to clip your toenails.
Oh, damn.
Get a pedicure, please. Of course.
Also, you just like you have to be humble. Like, oh my god, if you're not humble, please just leave.
But I also love
You love
what? This was gonna actually. I forgot we were talking about dating. I was gonna say I love a cunty bitch, but I love somebody who just knows that they're that bitch. You know what I mean? But also, of course, be humble. But like, you know,
yeah, I feel you.
A little bit of cockiness never hurt nobody. A little bit. A little bit.
I feel like
go every once in a while.
I feel like with me, when men are just too cocky, it's just like,
oh, of course, yeah, no, of course.
It's just like, ugh, to me. I just can't.
I think I was thinking of women. I'm like,
oh, that's
women. I'm like,
real. And yes, as you should. Already put down enough.
I was thinking of women specifically. Okay, yeah. I'm like, be the most cuntiest you can be.
Yeah.
All right. So we realize we're actually in a hurry. Last few questions, wrap things up. One sec, let's see. All right.
Yeah.
I think we talked about acting a little bit earlier. I think my last question is going to be, how do you deal with imposter syndrome? Especially being a creative and an actress and like, you know?
Yeah.
And how do you get in the zone, really?
Yeah, for acting?
Yeah, specifically that. Let's say that.
Yeah, I think that we learn so many exercises to get in the zone as actors, but I feel like none of those have ever really worked for me. Like, I'm not a person that like does an exercise and it's like, boom, I feel ready.
Yeah, it's not like Sharpay, like, it's not like that.
That's really like what they try to enforce in class and teach you. And we learn a lot of Linklater and a lot of just like Meisner and stuff like that. And it just, Meisner does work for me a little bit though, but a lot of them have just like never worked for me. I think one thing for me is just being alone and just breathing. Like,
that's really what I was gonna say. Like, it more so looks like this for me.
But like breathing into my chest to my toes, from my head,
holding my breath, breathing in, hold it, then let it out. That's what I do a lot.
It helps a lot, and it's an anxious girly. I just think the best possible thing that I can do for myself, and I get the worst anxiety like couple of seconds right before I go on stage, and breathing has just always helped. I think with imposter syndrome, I don't have them too often. I feel like my family humbles me.
Okay.
They really do. Like, they just keep me down to earth. Like, I feel like I've made some of the biggest accomplishments in my career this semester. And my family is not a family of artists. Like, I'm the only one in my family that is really trying to pursue this acting career. And so I think that when I just like tell my mom, like, oh, like, I just performed at one of the best theaters in the country. And she's like, that's great, honey. I also have to go take my lunch break now. I just think that's so humbling. It's so humbling.
Ooh,
if you want to be humbled, have an African family while you're trying to be an actor.
It's hilarious.
And so
I think I remember something like, oh no, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Brain fart. Complete brain fart. Okay. Continue.
But I think that, it is weird sometimes when people like recognize me from specific things or just say like, oh, you're so-and-so from so-and-so. And I'm like, that's so fucking cool though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's so cool that you recognize that and you can come up and show your love or like for that thing that I was a part of. I think it just shows that it matters.
Like validating.
It's validating for sure. And I think that I realized very early on in my career, like it can't just be about me. It's about more than just me. It's literally about every single girl who looks like me. Like, and I know how much it means to them because I know how much it meant to me to just see those every once in a while films that would have women who look like me. And so I think the sooner I realized this story is bigger than just me, I was very much like, I'm locked the fuck in.
Period.
Period.
Now, with that being said, do you have any upcoming shows or anything like that? Like, what can we look forward 2 from Aisha.
I mean, I have a short film coming out that's so dope.
Period.
It's called Now Be Still.
Okay.
I don't know if it's coming out this semester, but it's so cool. When it comes out, I'll post something about it.
Do you want to shout out your Instagram really quick?
And my Instagram is WURAAKOREDE at Wuraakorede. So you can just see me there, and hopefully I'll post a trailer soon. But yeah, audition seasons are rolling around again. I literally have a callback tomorrow, so if I book anything, I'll let y'all know.
Let us know, because Miss Aisha kills it on the stage. I've seen several of her performances, and I'm always good. But all right, thank you, Aisha, for coming on. Thank you for having me. Period. This was so fun. I'm gonna have to do more outside like this. Yes. I think. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode of Samaya's Brew. Make sure you follow Aisha, and bye. Bye. Period. We did it. Yay!